hello, and happy Monday. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this week. I hope to have you with collaborator and do it with the publishing with very soon today. And if you don't know already, please just go to my book and you can see my screen. You'll have to vehicle. And let in the chat, we decided to make a collaboration. Obviously, first with this group, and also with the academy, and maybe some training. So I'm looking for master yogis, team of professionals, team of entrepreneurs, creative, freelancers, applied improv, the best you. Please tap into all the ways and benefits of the good that make it to build a good you. So we are conducting our very first workshop, 2-day workshop, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It's a 2-day event because we are getting down to the nitty gritty. We are going to go through all the technical aspects of perhaps even just turning on your LinkedIn profile. And if you've got one, but it's been a while, maybe dusting it off and refreshing it, giving it a new makeover. So please join us for this weekend extravaganza. And leading up to this event, Dr. Lynn and I are going to be going 5 days straight live. Yes, 5 days starting today, Monday through Friday. We're going to come on at the same time every day, 3:30 p.m. Eastern. And for a half hour, we're just going to break down one embarrassing, terrible mistake that we are finding that's out there on LinkedIn. Okay, so we're going to break it down. We don't want to give away too much, but listen, you want to tune in and just be ready for what we have to reveal. So 5 days straight, come to this page. You're on my Facebook page, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, or you're on Dr. Lynn's profile pages if you're following her. That's where you'll be able to find us. And so we're going to come live to you every day at 3:30, going through the 5 most terrible, embarrassing mistakes you're making on LinkedIn right now. And all this is in an effort to get you excited, to build momentum for this weekend masterclass. And I see Dr. Lynn right now. Say hello. Hang on. Help me welcome Dr. Lynn. Ta-da! Okay, but now we need her camera on. So Dr. Lynn, if you can hear me, we need to make sure you go to the gear icon and check your video settings. So that will help us to see you on the screen. So yes. So again, we are putting this together and we're learning as we go along, right? That's the exciting thing about being able to go live and experimenting, and you get to see all of it together. So hopefully we will get her on here very soon. I see her picture, but her video and audio is not coming through. So give us just a minute. So here we go. All right. And we are in different, parts of the country. She's up in Canada. I'm here in Florida. And so sometimes, getting the sites to communicate, right? That's also a learning, challenge as well too. But I'm just going to check everything here. If you're able to hear me and see me, let me know in the comments right now. Please check in with me. Let me know how you're doing today. And if you are excited for what we have to reveal for the 5-day live stream here. So go ahead, let us know how you're doing in the chat right now while we are waiting for Dr. Lynn. And if you've got questions about LinkedIn, maybe you haven't thought about LinkedIn in a while. If you've got questions about LinkedIn or what we should be on the lookout for, please put that in the chat as well too. So we'd love to interact with you, make this as engaging as possible. So please let us know where you're coming in from. And I think that's her. So hang on one second. All right, let's do this again. Please welcome Dr. Lynn Perreault. There she is.
Holy macaroni. Ah!
You made it. Dr. Lynn, you do something that's very unique on getting giddy with it, and it's called the failure wheel. Let's pull it out.
You want me to pull out the let's get giddy with it thingy?
Yeah, because look, we're having issues and working through technology, so I think that deserves a spin.
Oh my goodness. Well, all I have on the spinner right now are numbers because my son was using them to create a game. So it's 1 through 10. So what I'm doing is I'm using a digital spinner on my live feeds. I'm just going to decide what we're going to do, and I think I personally need a standing ovation. So give it to me.
All right, Miriam, thank you, Miriam. Welcome, Miriam, watching in from LinkedIn. Thank you for letting us know that you can hear us, you can see us. Thank you. Thank you for just being our, audio and sound check. Thank you. But yeah, you do deserve a standing ovation today. So let's see what we can do to give Dr. Lynn a standing ovation. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo woo!
Awesome.
You made it. Take a bow. Take a bow.
Yes. As the background is all funky. I'm not sure what else to do other than just completely remove my green screen, but like
But you know what? This is a great segue into our topic about failure training. How has it helped your business? How do you coach people through it? Because it's something that we're going to be introducing through the weekend workshop. So talk a little bit about the failure training.
Yeah, so just, you know what? Failure's all right. Failure's okay. Become best friends with failure because things like this happen all the time. It's technology. And the technologists would say, the techie people would say, oh, it's always human error. And I probably have to agree with that. Sure. So my Zoom background is not working on Restream very well. So I'm just going to have some like green ooh all around me. Pretend like I've been slimed like Ghostbusters, and I'll just work with it and I'll try to use it. In improv comedy, we would just take what we got in front of us and use it and exaggerate it and come back to it. And, there are all kinds of improv themes that work very well when you're failing massively. And in fact, audience prefer it when you are like massively failing. They find it funnier. It's funnier if someone's got everything perfectly correct. Like there's nothing to laugh at, right? So here we go.
So for those of you who are going to be enrolling in our, Laughter Business Academy LinkedIn Masterclass, there may be some times when you feel like you're failing, and we're going to celebrate that because it shows progress. It's going to show you that you're making the effort, right? Like you're actually taking steps to do something about your LinkedIn profile, which is amazing to begin with.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely yes. Am I supposed to add something to this? Yes. Yes. It's okay. Like, and you're okay. You're okay. You just failed. You're still alive.
You're still alive.
Right? And you still have your cheerleaders. Olivia and I, we'll just celebrate all of it. It's okay. It's all about progression. It's all about pivoting. And the thing is about entrepreneurship, business, coaching, training, all of it. It's all about pivoting to what works better. So, maybe a different color background for me will work better on Restream. I'm going to try that tomorrow. Great. I've become a scientist. I'm experimenting. And I invite you to become LinkedIn scientists with us as well, right? And what better way to jump into the science of it than to jump into the day one of the 5 most embarrassing mistakes that you could possibly make on LinkedIn profiles. I had them almost all, by the way. When Olivia gave me my card, what's it called? I want to start speaking in French. My grading card, there were grades, and I didn't do very well. I'm not used to getting anything less than an A+, and I got like way below that. And expect it when Olivia ends up, helping you out. The paper bag, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you're half-assing it on your LinkedIn profile and you don't bother to put up your profile picture, you appear like this, a paper bag.
Now, I had a profile picture, like I had a picture of my face, but I did not have a background. My background was completely empty. I looked just like that bag. I looked like It just
Bland
looks like
and
a
brown.
logo on a very bland bag.
No, no, no more.
No, 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 no.
Rip off the paper bag.
We want to be visually appealing to the people who come onto our profile. Why? Because it actually will set us apart. You wouldn't believe how many profiles I've seen that are missing one picture or don't have any at all. And what that tells me is, oh, this person is probably inactive, not committed, and I shouldn't bother.
And we think in pictures, right, Lynn? Like we think in pictures, and people are making snap judgments all the time. Who are you? What are you about? And it needs to be conveyed in your image. Are you even approachable?
Exactly. And also, not even are you approachable, is should I approach this person? Is this person relevant to me? Is this person a match or aligned for me? And you'll only be able to establish alignment or misalignment through your imagery, well, through the words that you use as well. But today we're focusing on, well, I guess we're not just focusing on the imagery, are we? We're just trying to make sure not every profile looks like it has no effort. It's like you just put an effort to it. Put some sort of effort, put your vibe into it so that you'll start attracting the similar kind of vibe.
Exactly. Why bother even being on the platform if you're not going to take the one extra step to upload a photo?
I know, Olivia. It's just I was there, and I had my face, and I thought my face is enough, right? It was not enough. Olivia said it was not enough. And in fact, what I have now, because I have followed Olivia's advice, and I actually have a striking page now. When people land on it, they're like, "Wow!" There's this like concept now. There's this energy. There's this vibe. There's this my personality that pops right out. It literally pops out at you, but not in too much of a scary way. Like just in just like a pop up way.
No, I love it. If you see it now, it's a very dramatic black and white photo. So already you don't see that often on LinkedIn. So it already stands out. It's a beautiful close up. Like I can look literally into your eyes. And I think it speaks to your like drama and improv and performance background.
Yeah.
Vibe in you. And it's very alluring.
Well, thank you. And there's even a microphone. There's a microphone on there with my mission so that people are not in any doubt about what I'm about.
And what else can you say about half-assing it? What is that, like half-assing kind of like?
Okay, let's talk about half-assing it. And I was trying to find a donkey emoji when I put this up on my Facebook feed earlier. Couldn't find a donkey. I'm like, where's the donkey? So I put a horse head. I'm like, that's so weird. But, half-assing it, really what it is it shows to me from a psychology perspective that you're not really that invested in it, or maybe you don't have too much hope in it, or maybe you're not sure this is the direction you want to go in, or maybe there's a lack of confidence or a lack of skill, and maybe you're not confident about that lack of skill. So you'd rather, instead of experimenting and clicking on everything, you would rather play it safe and just have just a few little basic things put up on your profile. So there are tons of reasons why we completely understand why your profile would only be half there. Also, it does take commitment of time and energy to be posting regularly. I'm notorious for just not posting. So if you have to, hire someone to do it for you. I had to do that because it just wasn't going to happen. As a business owner, I'm focused on the business and growing the business, building relationships, right? Building my networks, building connections. Then I was like, oh, isn't that what LinkedIn is for? Yeah. But for me to do a live stream or to do a video or to write an article specifically for my LinkedIn, I found it too time consuming. So what I did was I took a message that I was writing. So I would write content for my newsletter from my website. So what I did is I took that content and then I would put it on all my social media channels because it's essentially a blog. And so now my blog can be found not just on my website, not just in my newsletter, but it can now be found everywhere. So I just have my VA set it up for me, and therefore I'm building some content. And it does take dedication and commitment to do this at the level of Olivia, at the level of, savvy social level.
Thank you. I love bouncing ideas off of you because you've got that background, like the psychology viewpoint, the academic viewpoint, the business and marketing viewpoint, right? So while I may bring in some technical expertise, I think you and I really complement well with each other. And so, Dr. Lynn has mentioned the report card, this infamous report card that I've created. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen in just a moment here, but everyone that enrolls, every single attendee that enrolls in our LinkedIn Weekend Masterclass, Legendary All-Star, because that's the rating that LinkedIn will give you once your profile is truly, completely filled out. They'll give you an all-star rating. So we're calling the All-Star Weekend. So the report card, everybody's going to get one. You're going to all get a report card. And, report cards are a way of just letting you know where you stand right now and where you can make improvement, and also show you what you're doing really well, right? So there are some things that you're doing right, and I'm going to be able to celebrate that with you as well too. So let me share my screen so you guys can all see the LinkedIn report card. Hang on one second. Share screen. All right. So everybody can see my screen. This is a Google Doc and super easy, right? We're just going to take down your name, your existing LinkedIn URL, and I have 4 categories that I grade you on: outstanding, very satisfactory, or needs improvement. And so these are all the list items that I feel would be relevant. I know it looks a little bit small here, but everybody is going to get their own PDF copy. So we're looking for things like engaging cover photo and banner, professional headshots, descriptive headlines, complete contact information with relevant web links, about sections with calls or conversations, how do people follow up with you, featured sections with video intros and showcase items, an experience section that's up to date and relevant and speaks to your business. It's not your entire CV of every job you've ever done since high school, right? It's going to be relevant to your business and to your current, promotions and programs that you offer. Skills and endorsements, where to find this button, how to get endorsements, and minimum of recommendations, right? So reviews, recommendations, and testimonials. I will show you where to get them, how to get them, and where to put them. And then at least, getting to 500 connections, right? Getting to 500 and then working your way up from there. So I know that seems like a lot right now, but guess what? We have the entire weekend to go through. We promise you, we're going to go through each and every one and provide you that cheerleading, supportive environment as well. And being able to mastermind with some of the other students in the class as well too.
Yeah, like on what to write or what kind of imagery would best reflect you. You can ask, like, okay, group, what do you feel, like, you've known me now for a few minutes, what do you feel is the best imagery for me or the best wording for me? So, I would go and help with bringing out your unique value, what sets you apart from everyone else. I do not believe in competition. I do not compete because I want you to win too. I want everyone to be winning. Olivia is a technical genius. She knows all kinds of little ins and outs, and she knows how to do things that I didn't even know about. You don't know what you don't know. And so I think I'm glad that you brought up the report card, Olivia, because what's going to happen is you may get a report card that has a lot of, incomplete or unsatisfactory areas, not out of judgment, just because you didn't know that these were important elements. And then by the end of the 2 days, we'll go back as a group and just quickly look for ourselves. And you'll see that you'll have massively brought up your grades on the report card so that every relevant piece is complete. So this workshop is for people who are tired of delaying the completion of their profile. You've been wanting to do this. You know that it's good for you. You know that you want to be discovered. And honestly, this is the workshop to be at, to complete it, because we know we're not just going to tell you what to do, then you go off and do it, because you're not gonna. I know this. If you already have a half-ass profile, you are not going to go finish it. I know this. So this is why we are literally holding space for you during those 2 days, holding the space and helping you along. And when you need a break, you take a break, we can take over, right? If you're like, Olivia, I'm so sick and tired of looking for imagery. Can you please help find something that's along this vibe? You go take a drink of water, go have a little bite to eat, take a stretch, and Olivia will keep looking at that imagery. I'm available to do. So this is a work session. So we're not just teaching you, but we're actually working through every single piece with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're not alone, but we are getting it done.
And if I may, this has been like a dream come true for me. It literally is. Like when I first got started, bringing LinkedIn training, because I come from a recruiting and staffing background. So I'm used to looking at thousands of resumes a day when I was recruiting and finding top talent for contract positions with my clients. And so I know what to look for from a resume standpoint and, a career job standpoint. And then I started to bring LinkedIn training to business owners. And I did that for a very long time, conducting classes, doing one-on-one coaching, etc. And then I fell into laughter yoga. And I absolutely love laughter yoga. Laughter yoga has changed my life. It's how I got to meet Dr. Lynn, because she's also a practitioner of laughter yoga. And so for me now to develop a masterclass with Dr. Lynn, who is the creator of Laughter Business Academy, hello, and to get connected with all the amazing laughter yogis out there internationally. I see you all the time. And I just feel like there's a place for you on LinkedIn and you just don't realize it. You don't realize that you can take your laughter yoga training plus everything else you've done before that, because Dr. Lynn will tell you there was a whole life before laughter yoga, a whole life before humor or improv that came into your life, that you can customize and make it your own and put that on LinkedIn to get the next amazing corporate gig or training session or workshop of your own. And when we say corporate, it means not general public.
Yeah. So it just means some sort of team, a group, some sort of, agency or social entity of some sort that meet already on their own. You're not just saying, I'm going to hold this event and random people, why don't you show up? It's like, no, I'm going to hold this event and I'm offering it to your team, to your group, to your business, to your department, to your whatever. It's a very open concept, to your professional association. Yeah, that's really ultimately what it means. And I wanted to bring up the fact that I've gotten this question a few times. Lynn, it looks like my background is so eclectic. It will look like I'm a flake because I've gone from so many different jobs. And here's the thing that employers are looking for. I know I've hired people before. I know I'm an entrepreneur now, but I used to be a boss. I used to do some hiring and analyzing of resumes and so on. I haven't done nearly as much as Olivia. And what I've noticed is that the flavor that gives, so what seems discrepant and what seems mixed up to you will actually make sense to someone else. Like if you feel it doesn't make sense, the fact that you did it, you still took that journey, you took that strange journey that you believe is strange. Someone else is going to take that and they're going to feel it and they're going to align with that. And it could just be a small thing, like remember when you were in the rock climbing club and you traveled the world doing adventure climbs. It might seem completely irrelevant to your business life, and that might be what the CEO of so and so and so organization hangs on to, latches on to, because they think, oh, that person's so cool. Or, hey, I was there too. No way. We know each other, or we were there in different years. So there's still something that links through. There's a thread that links through all of those jobs. And that's where I come in to help you find your unique vibe, because that is speaking volumes about what you're about, who you are, why you are on this planet. And there is a link that does link them all together. Like there is a thread that is linking them, and I'm there to call it. It usually takes me about 20 minutes. The most it's ever taken me is 30. Just having a conversation and asking you questions about your work, about your background, about your skills, about your strengths. And I will have written down for you one sentence. It's literally a 10-second pitch, so that when people are asking you, what do? You're not just like, I do laughter. I laugh. I am a laughter yogi. I do hasya yoga. I get paid to laugh. Like you shouldn't even be using the word laughter, because actually that's not what it is that you're selling. Yeah. What you're selling is de-stressing, wellness, productivity, better communication, less conflict, right? And so there are certain markets that are ready to hire you. And if you use the word laughter, they're thrown off. They're like, what does that have to do with your work? Like, it's only one of the methods that you use. So having a half-assed profile can make you seem like you're out of context, right? Because it's incomplete. It's not complete. You may have, International Laughter Yoga University on there, and then a bachelor's degree or a college degree of some sort, or high school degree, and then maybe some other job that seems irrelevant, but they're not getting the full picture. And what people need to see when they go to your profile is the full picture, and they need to see you at volume 100. Right now you may be at volume 10 or volume 60, but let's get you to volume 100, because that is what it would be like if you're scrolling through a dating site. This is so not dating, but I'm just saying. It's like if you're scrolling through and all of a sudden you're like, oh, this. And then that makes you want to read more, right? It makes you want to know more. It makes you want to click on the little sound bites. It makes you want to check that video. It makes you want to read that article. It makes you want to, it makes you very curious. And we want you to get to a place where you elicit curiosity.
That's exactly it. Invite curiosity, elicit curiosity. And you know what, Dr. Lynn, you are such a true professional. I mean, this is a slam the desk point. How much would it cost for your coaching alone? Like,
just do it.
No, honestly, how much would this service cost with just booking time with you alone to get that?
Yeah,
that
90 minutes. Yeah, 90 minutes is like 700-800 Canadian. I mean, it's worth it, because then you'll never have to do that again, and you'll be both feet into the right place, aligning with people. Yeah, and even then, then you'd have to get the copywriting piece, and that's a whole other section, right? There's the consult, and then there's the copywriting piece, copywriting stuff, grabbing imagery, grabbing sound bites, grabbing video. All of those separate things take a long time, because you have to book them with different individuals. Right? Because,
with different individuals.
But you got the two of us, and we got it all covered. Two of us covered 2 days, right? So you don't have to book with multiple people and spend money individually. So it's just package. It's all packaged up. I'm sounding salesy now, but it's true. Like you're going to
No,
save. It
true.
saves a lot of time. It's extremely convenient. You are extremely lucky to have the two of us, and you're extremely lucky that the two of us happen to meet because we have this laughter yoga background, and the odds of that are insane because there are so many laughter yogis out there. I don't even know how this happened, but it happened. We're here and we're working together this weekend to help you.
We are here for you. And so I just really got to emphasize the slap the desk. I mean, throughout each day, we're going to have a slap the desk emphasis point. And this is mine today. Like, to get us individually with our busy calendars as it is, and to book our services individually, we're packaging it together, like in this very cohesive, manner, hands-on, holding your hand throughout the entire weekend. I cannot say that enough.
Yeah. Yeah. And because we're on a roll, we're focused, it's going to take a lot less time as well. Because something like this in regular timings and regular scheduling days, like to get 4 hours, or so let's get 8 hours in total, right? 'Cause it's 4 hours per day, to get 8 hours in total of me, and then 8 hours in total of Olivia. Good luck, my friend. You're going to be waiting months to finish up the whole sequence of meetings that we would need to have to complete what it is that we're doing. And that's why we decided to do this in a really short time span, and not making it a full day because it's too much. My brain will explode. I don't know about you, Olivia, but that's a little much. But then it gives you the evening to let it percolate. It gives you the evening to think about what we've done and get creative, and maybe have extra chats with the others who are in the class as well, where you could mastermind and brainstorm and pitch ideas and bounce ideas off each other.
Exactly. So we'll leave with that. So most embarrassing mistake on LinkedIn profiles today. Number one, half-assing it. Okay. So
we understand, but it's just not good for you.
Yeah. So we'll leave you with that to percolate for today. And for those of you watching, I mean, we are calling it Get Your LinkedIn Profiles Done. 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 Okay. So we are looking for the get it doners. We are looking for the action takers. So if you're ready to take action today and you're ready to go to this link that you see on the screen below you, go to this link and register for this weekend class. We want to reward you for taking action. The highest energy wins, and we have a special gift code for you. You guys ready?
Yes.
Live stream. So if you are watching this, please go to the link and use your code live stream for your amazing reward for taking action. We don't want to tell you what it is. You just got to enter to find out what your reward is. Okay, so we want to don't give it away. So we want to just reward you massively for taking action, because honestly, that is the first step when you do anything, is making the decision that you're going to get it done, and you're going to get it done with the right people, with the right mindset.
And this tuition is ridiculously little. So,
oh my gosh, like never have I ever offered this again.
No, this will not actually. No, we can promise you that. If we do another one of these workshops, it will not be at this price. It's just because it's our first one rolling through, and we wanted to get ourselves started. I mean, a business why is like, let's get some testimonials, right? So we'll make it affordable, we'll make it useful, we'll get our testimonials. Obviously only if they're for real and honest. Please keep your integrity. Integrity is important. But yeah, to book all of these different services separately is like 14 grand, and you're not paying anything close to that. Like, no, not even. No, it's like so low.
So low. So yes, and even if you're watching this on replay, so we realize that all of you are in different time zones. So if you're watching this on replay and just happen to catch it, and you want to get access to the enrollment that's available right now on laughterbusinessacademy.com, you can still use this code. Heck, yes. Share it with a friend.
And that was a discussion we had to have. That was a discussion we have and a decision we made together. So just know, don't take anything for granted here. We are like making decisions for what we feel is the easiest and the best for you, because we want you to win too. Yeah. We're not competing with each other. There is room in this industry for millions and millions of us. I'm not joking. Look at how many chiropractors there are, how many doctors there are, how many massage therapists there are, how many yoga teachers there are, like regular, just like traditional, regular yoga. There's like so many types of yoga. Come on, you're not going to be interfering with anyone else's business by conducting your own.
So we're going to end this live stream today. Come back tomorrow, same time tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to cover the second most embarrassing mistake on LinkedIn profiles. It's being vanilla. So we're going to cover
worse than half-assing it. We'll explain why. We'll explain tomorrow why it's worse than half-assing it.
You heard it directly from her. So, so tune in tomorrow. We'll have more information to throw your way. And please take a note of the link below. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.